Good morning. Yeah, come on down if you want to come on down and join us for a story this morning. So, we're going to have a treat after church this morning. What are we having after church this morning? Chocolate-covered broccoli. You got it. Exactly. Did you see the face palm? There was a big face palm up here. We'll have a little pie after church this morning as we decorate the sanctuary for Advent and Christmas. So I thought a very good book by our publisher of our Sunday school curriculum would be great for this morning, called Porcupine's Pie. Porcupine's Pie. So let me get this story open and let's share this story together. Porcupine prickled with excitement. It was fall feast day. Her mouth watered as she opened her pantry. 1 stick of butter, 2 handfuls of sugar, and 3 scoops of flour. In a pail, she had a pile of rosy red cranberries, just the right ingredients to make her famous cranberry pie. Porcupine read her recipe. Step 1, wash the cranberries. She stepped into her favorite boots and waddled down the path toward the river. Did you see Porcupine's cute little blue boots? I like those blue boots. Porcupine stopped to rest at the base of Squirrel's oak tree. Squirrel, Porcupine called, are you making your famous nut bread for fall feast day? Squirrel poked her head out of her nest. No, it's just plain nuts for me this year. Breads need flour, and I have none. Don't look so sad, Squirrel. I have some flour to spare. Squirrel scampered down the tree trunk. Really? Oh, thank you, Porcupine. The flour is in my pantry. Help yourself. Porcupine continued toward the river when she waddled by Bear's cave. She called, Bear, are you making your famous, what kind of cake do you think? Honey cake for fall feast day. Good job, Brian. Bear lifted his nose from a book. No, it's just plain honey for me this year. Cake needs butter, and I have none. Bear should come to my house. I have lots of butter right now. Butter, you say? How much do you need? Only half a stick. I have butter back in my den. Help yourself, said Porcupine. Bear dropped his book and nearly gave Porcupine a hug. Thank you, Porcupine. As Porcupine neared the river, Doe's thicket came into view. Doe, Porcupine called, are you making your famous apple tart for fall feast day? Doe gracefully stepped out onto the trail. No, it's just plain apples for me this year. Tarts need sugar, and I have none. I'd be happy to lend you some sugar. Help yourself. Doe's bright eyes widened. Porcupine, thank you. You have made this a very special fall feast day. At the river, Porcupine looked inside her pail. Oh no, she gasped. Her pail was empty. What do you think happened? Did you see? There was a little hole in the pail, right? And you could see a trail of cranberries, yeah. And there they are all over the forest floor. Knock, knock, knock. Porcupine, are you making your famous cranberry pie for fall feast day? No, Porcupine answered. It's just plain pie crust for me this year. How sad is that? Oh, plain pie crust. I lost my cranberries and now I have none. She opened the door. Doe, Squirrel, and Bear had their famous culinary creations in one hand and an offering in the other. Leftover nuts, said Squirrel. A dribble of honey, said Bear. A few extra apples, said Doe. And a handful of cranberries, said Bear. I could just hug you, Porcupine beamed. If I can't make my famous cranberry pie, there's nothing better than a festive friendship pie. And then there's a recipe. So I'll leave the book up front if anybody wants to make friendship pie for Thanksgiving this year. But I love this story because everybody shared a little bit what they had, right? Whether they shared out of their abundance or shared out of the little that they have. And that's something that we talked about a couple Sundays ago when we talked about the widow who gave everything that she had, right? So we'll talk more in Sunday school about this, but I wish all of you a very blessed Thanksgiving, or how this story called it, Fall Feast Day. I like that too. So may you all have a blessed week ahead, and we'll go to Sunday school now. Okay, great. Good to see you all.